integration, where there was the executive and the executive branch and what are these three? How you gonna forget your own government? Okay, but the executive, forgive me, guys, forgive me. I'm just blanking out. I'm just blanking out. What are those governments? The executive, the judicial, and the legislature. Okay, sure couldn't find it, but yeah, we should know that. I was just blanking for a second there, but anyway, and now I find it. Okay, but now, and with those three, there is no one above the other. And the three we just were talking about, confederations, federations, and unitary states, there is somebody above. All right. Now, let's move on and go to state. All the above forms of governments are variations of the same basic polity, the sovereign state. The state has been defined by Max Weber as a political entity that has monopoly on violence within its territory, while the Montevideo Convention holds that states need to have a defined territory, a permanent population, a government, and a capacity to enter into international relations. So you got to have a permanent population, a government, and a capacity to enter into international relations. So, and I forgot to define territory. You got to have a defined territory with a population, a government over that population, and then you have to be able to enter into international relations. A stateless society is a society that is not governed by a state. Amen. All right. In stateless societies, there is little concentration of authority. Most positions of authority that do exist are very limited in power and are generally not permanently held positions. And social bodies that resolve disputes through predefined rules tend to be small. Stateless societies are highly variable in economic organization and cultural practices. All right. They don't have a fixed economy, or they don't have, a regular culture there. They don't have a stable society. All right. While stateless societies were the norm in human prehistory, few stateless societies exist today. Almost the entire global population resides within the jurisdiction of a sovereign state. In some regions, nominal state authorities may be very weak and wield little or no actual power. Over the course of history, most stateless peoples have been integrated into the state based society around them. That's why Wakanda had to go into hiding. Amen. Because they weren't trying to be conquered. They weren't trying to be part of some state, all right, some government, being under somebody's authority. So they had to hide for a while. But then at the end, we saw what happened. Okay. Anyway,